Well, Miss Sutton was the choral teacher at Rogers High School, and in the late 60s and early 70s, she was the best. Rogers had the best chorus program in Arkansas, bar none, and I think she's got the awards to prove it. Betty had an ability to get people from all walks of life, folks that would not otherwise have wanted to express themselves artistically, but it was cool to be in the chorus. You wanted to be in Miss Sutton's chorus and in the plays. So she found ways to get people that you wouldn't otherwise see. I remember in 1969 we did South Pacific. And we had 4 shows, 750 seats in the auditorium, sold out every one of them. She was so smart that she double cast all of the leads so that it was guaranteed that everybody would bring their families at least twice. But we had people that were defensive tackles just a few months before, and the guy that played nose guard was playing Emile DeBeck, and so she just had a magnetism about her that made music and performing and not only fun, but made it something that people wanted to do. And kids that just other people can't reach, she can. She can extract from them everything they've got and instill in them a desire to learn music and to play music and to appreciate and enjoy music that lasts a lifetime. Even if kids quit playing the piano, they don't lose their learning, if you will, about the joy of music. Betty just found a way to reach inside and pull out the best in all of us.
When she started the program, I think they had like 14 people in the choir. By the time I joined it, we had 100. And there was a time when I think about 3 or 4 years after I left that it got up to like 170. So I mean, she had a wide range of people that really admired her. The thing that really made her, I think, very important to us is she was more like a peer than authoritarian. She was a great person. I loved her laugh. She had a wonderful laugh. Probably the most important thing I can say is Betty gave me a love of choral music. Something that's lasted 70 years for me. I'm still singing in our church choir, and that's really because of her.
We were known throughout the region as the people to call if you needed someone to do entertainment. Betty has been very instrumental in a lot of different ways. Betty encouraged me to be in the Miss Rogers pageant. She encouraged me to audition for the scholarship at the University of Arkansas in music. She got me interested in the Rogers Little Theater, which I'm still very much a part of.
She was wonderful, always encouraging, always positive, always a smile on her face. She's touched a lot of students in Rogers. She's interested in every day what you're doing, what's going on in your life, and you feel like Betty really cares about you as a person and is not just your piano teacher.
She required us all to excel, and she required all of us to exceed expectations.
She always thought we could do more than we thought we could do. I know one year I memorized 10 piano pieces by Bach, and I knew I couldn't do that for a contest, and she knew I could, and lo and behold, I could.
You know, Betty's son, who was the most like her, died of AIDS, and it was a too soon death, and regrettably, you know, had he been born 20 years later, perhaps there would have been the medicine that is keeping people alive now. But she didn't ever shirk from that. She embraced it, and she, found a way to do the therapeutic quilts with Lanita Blevins and other things in order to try to make life better for other people that suffer from it and the families that have someone that suffers from it. So that became a pretty important part of her life in later years.
On the trip to Europe, we played a lot of tricks on Betty, and she was a great sport. I do recall one eventful evening. This is back when brush rollers were very, very popular, and we all had brush rollers, and I put the brush rollers in the end of the bed because we had been talking at dinner about there were rats and mice and stuff in this hotel room. And so we all went to bed and put the brush rollers in the bottom of the bed so that when she stretched out with the lights out, all she would feel would be the little prickly things. And I've never heard anybody scream quite as loud as Betty screamed. So we played a lot of tricks on her, and she was a great sport.
You have touched thousands of lives in Rogers, and all of us that have known you, studied at your feet, had our children study at your feet, are just honored to have been able to spend our time on earth with you.
Congratulations, Betty, you deserve it, and my life would not have been the same without you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Our 2015
Wall of Distinction honoree,
Betty Sutton.